everyone, this is Jan with What You Make It, and hopefully you have already watched my creative play introduction to jelly printing, because this video is going to show you what I did with some of the things that we created in that video. It's a really good overview video, so if you haven't watched it, go watch that one first, because it'll explain how we use this jelly plate to create these really cool monoprinted papers. It's a cool tool to use, and when we finished up, I had all kinds of really one-of-a-kind papers that I'm going to use for some projects. One of the projects that I'm going to do after we have done a few more videos is I'm going to do a bound journal that just uses these pages that you make. So I've got a good collection here, and I decided that they would also be great, after looking at them, that I thought they would be great for creating, doing some stamping and then using them for paper piecing on some stamps. So I'm going to show you how I made a card out of some of these really cool prints that we got. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back with some more techniques with the jelly printing plate very soon. I want to actually use this. I need to make a little card for a girlfriend, and I was going to use these new clear stamps from Delusions and Ranger. These are from Dyan Reevely, and I just love her Delusion sprays, and I'm going to do something with those really soon. But I want to use this. This is her couture collection, and I'm going to use one of these, the little dresses. I'm going to stamp it on, I think I'll use this as my background for my card. So I'm going to cut it down, and I'll be right back, and let's put a quick card together. One of the fun things of having these pre-printed, just having some extra of these, is that you can kind of look and see what part of it you want to use. And I really like this part over here so I'm going to do 5.5. But you can just kind of pick the portion of it that you want. Let's do 4.25 here. Use this. These make great collage papers. You know what? I'm going to come down just a smidge here so that I can mat it on some paper. So here's my idea. I am going to mat this paper on here. Kind of going on here. So we've got that, and I'm going to stamp twice. I'm going to stamp on here, because you can see it really does take up almost that whole thing. And I'm going to use VersaFine Onyx Black, and probably get it all over myself in the process. It's a messy, fun kind of day, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to stamp it once here. I'm going to move it off to the side. It's a nice dark black. And then I'm also going to stamp it onto this paper. I love doing the clear stamps because I can kind of hold it over, and I'm just working on the dress here, so I think I can go right in here. There we go. Excellent. And I'm going to do a quick cut of this. Add it to a bit of thicker cardstock. Make sure that has a chance to dry, because I'm going to pop this up. This is just a scrap that I had in my scrap pile. Put it on here. Trying not to touch that black. You know what? Okay, so I've cut it out and put some dimensionals on it. And you can see these would be, when you create these papers, they are great for doing a little paper piecing. So I want to add just a little bit of darkness or shadow to the bottom of the dress. And if I'd really planned this out, I should have used Memento ink. But I didn't, so I'm going to be really careful, and I'm just kind of testing against the paper that the piece that I cut it from, and I'm just going to color in, just being very, very, very careful not to touch that, my VersaFine. I have heat set it, and I should probably be okay, but you know, I just want to be extra careful. Okay. That's fun. It gives us a little flare to the bottom part of her dress. And now I think I'm going to do just a little bow. I'm going to do a cheater's bow, I think. And some tape here. Just cut a little. Thought I would play up the greens that we had in the background here. This, turn it over. This down. So please leave me a comment about going forward. I have a lot of ideas of what we can do if we decide to do a series on the playing with this jelly plate. We can do a whole series on masking using our stamps with it. There's just so many techniques that we can do, and you know me, if I'm going to make the investment in a tool, I want to get as much from it as I possibly can. So I'm going to be playing with it, and I would love to know if you'd be interested in coming along. Okay. I'll fiddle with that in just a little bit. I'm going to use a sentiment from, this is called Glory Be, and I am going to use the one that says, My Oh My. I have a friend that has just done a lot of great personal work on working on being healthy, and you know, I'm so proud of her, and I just, you know, you love your friends regardless, right? But as women, we need to really champion our friends when they're doing the hard work and making themselves healthier, or going back to school, or whatever it is that they're doing, because we know that you always have to do that on top of all the other things you have to do. So I want to tell her that I'm so proud of her and what she's doing. I'm going to get a punch to punch that out, and I'll be right back. I'm going to use this EK Success multi-label punch. And pop it up on a couple of dimensionals down here. And you know, I think it needs a little doodling. What do you think? not a great doodler, but we can add a little border to it. There we go. Throw it onto our card base. And I clearly need to go wash my hands because I have all kinds of colors on my hands. So there we have it. That's our card for today, and we have all kinds of great background papers to work with. So I'll be back soon. Hope you have had some time for creative play, and thanks for joining me in my studio. See you soon. Bye.